I'd like to leave my estate to my friend or my neighbor or even my partner with whom I'm not married, and we're not common law spouses. Okay. I've already explained on many videos the situation regarding spouses inheriting and children inheriting, and what a good deal Spain offers them, especially in some regions like Andalusia, where they pay no tax or very little amount on very large estates. In this case, we're going to talk about these group 4 beneficiaries, that is no family relationship, receiving an estate. All the news on this case is bad, okay? You need to know it. I'm Michael Davies. I'm a Spanish lawyer specialized in estate planning and probate. And today we're going to talk about group 4 beneficiaries receiving an estate. This video will be useful if you're considering buying a property in Spain and you're wondering what the situation would be regarding inheritance tax. If you've got no family or no spouse and you want to leave your assets to a friend, you need to think twice about Spain as a good place to purchase. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Or maybe you want to, you're sort of considering various beneficiaries, some family members, some not family members, and this video will help you decide how to distribute your estate to not let the tax office take the majority of the money, okay, or the assets. Okay, so with group 4 beneficiaries, the situation is as follows. There is no exempt amount, like in the case of spouse and descendants, and we apply the sliding scale that for group 4 beneficiaries starts at over 15% and up to 73%. Yes, as bad as it sounds. I mean, basically, all the amounts inherited above 800,000 euro are going to be taxed at whopping 73%. Okay, so let's jump straight in and explain how this is calculated. So if we have an estate, say for example, of 1 million euro, let's make the calculation together. The same as with spouse and descendants, people find it surprising how good the deal is. With group 4, people basically answer, well, Michael, surely it can't be this bad. Well, it is. Okay, so this is how the calculation is made. I'm going to share the screen with you so that we can do it together. Okay, so in Spain, as I've explained in other videos, the calculation of inheritance tax for each beneficiary is done in a 3-step procedure. First, we determine what amount is exempt, which depends on the family relationship. In this case, group 4, there is no exempt amount, so we've got no first step. Then we apply this sliding scale that you can see here, you can all see here, and finally we apply the multiplier at the end, which is 1 for group 1 and 2 beneficiaries, 1.5 for group 3, those are sort of brothers, sisters, and nieces, and 1.9 for group 4. In fact, in some regions of Spain, the multiplier at the end is 2 for group 4s. But it's very, the inheritance tax for group 4 is very similar, regardless of the region of Spain where you are. It goes up or down a couple of percent. So basically, I say we apply this sliding scale to what the beneficiary receives, and then we have the multiplier. So even though you see here the inheritance tax scale is, oh, Michael, the inheritance tax scale is only 7.65% to 36.50. No, but remember, for group 4, we've got the multiplier at the end once we've made the calculation. So in fact, in practice, we're doubling up on those percentages. Okay, so on €1 million, what would be the inheritance tax? Well, the first 800,000 euro, you'll be taxed, round figures, 207,000 euro, and then the rest up to 800,000, as are 200,000 at 36.50. So let's quickly make the calculation. And we'd have 207,000 plus 73, 280,000, and then we've got the multiplier of 1.9. So on €1 million, the inheritance tax would be 532,000 euro, approximately, give or take. I'm rounding up the figures. Okay, If the inheritance was 2 million euro, then things get even worse, because obviously it's a sliding scale and the majority of that money is going to be taxed at the whopping 73%, double 36.50. So I made the calculation a few minutes ago, and the tax, if you receive 2 million euro, would be 1,225,000 euro. Okay, so basically, inheritance tax for Group 4s, extremely expensive. On large estates, we're talking about a disaster. As I say, anything above 800,000 euro, you're going to pay 73% tax. It sounds unbelievable. People think it can't be possible. We've been through this various occasions, but this is how it works. So if you receive a property that's worth 1 million euro, 1 million euro, you'd have to come up with 532,000 euro in tax. If you received a very nice property down in Marbella and you're really happy because it's a villa of 2 million euro, you are literally going to have to take out a very large mortgage to pay off the 1,225,000 euro in tax. So obviously, if you've inherited this, well, then if there's lots of money in the bank accounts, free cash, then we can organize that money to pay the inheritance tax. But if you only receive assets, then it can sometimes be a problem of how do we organize the payment of the tax without, you can't sell the property until we pay the tax, etc. So what do I recommend? Well, if you've got no family and you really, you're fixated on wanting to leave the assets to a specific person who's not a family, Spain is not the right place to purchase if you're going to take the inheritance tax into consideration. Other things that you could do is, well, if you've got assets in other countries and in Spain, and you're thinking about the beneficiaries, well, maybe you want to leave, there is someone that's not family member, there's a possibility of leaving that family member assets outside Spain, as long as they're non-resident. Because if they're residents, they have to pay on worldwide assets. If they were non-residents, maybe think about taking care of them with a will in that other country. Okay, this will only work if those people are non-residents. If they're residents, they have to pay tax on worldwide assets. Other things that you could do, well, hey, if you're living with somebody and you're not married, if you don't believe in marriage, that's okay. We understand, but you need to also take care of the consequences for that person if you pass away. So maybe, hey, if you have to get married, you're very ill, and you haven't got long to go, to leave a 1 million euro estate to your partner and not get married, that is a big mistake. We've seen that happen. In other words, situations that people could have literally saved, €1 million by simply getting married. We've seen that situation. So just take that into consideration. I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, thought it was useful, please hit the like button, and hope to see you again in another video. Thank you.